rocket like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That a 92-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
55, Mike, 55. You don't want pick up the ball. Mike, 55. Go.
From the gun, Reynolds. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back to Mixon on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shit, alert.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
He's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set. 18 Gator. 54. Here we go, D. 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Got it. 55 to mine. Check. 55 to mine. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Reynolds. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. This is taken around the 12. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He'll get 15 and a Giants' first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Watch the eye.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, 49ers nothing.
Round 80. 51. Hey, defense, let's go. 5 wide. SOS. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch twins.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This is Jennings.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss.
Check 52. Half 85. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Hit it. Hey, orbit. Yep. Go.
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The point after now for Aguayo. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Let's go, tight end. Bang, 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 bang. X3, 218, chopper. Check 99. That's it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Aguayo. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys, bring it. At their own 21-yard line.
ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Michael Thomas, 67 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Out. 56. Check 31. Topper. Check 26.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
319. Check, middle. We got three, fellas. We got 3. Pass. Tighten up. Out. Slam. Watch out.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now they try the right side here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. 60-or.
Safety's creeping.
Let's go.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Reynolds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
You don't see me and you're not me.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. He lets this one fly toward the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, A lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Switch.
Hey, tight.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Monday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
No.
Five wide. Smoke.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Check 37. Pass 85. Hey, high 7.
From the 27, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Team 6. Alert! Regular. 61. Match.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
A game of the yard. It's now fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Reynolds. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 4th. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
64, quick.
He's coming, double up. Check, check.
Go, what's that?
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Motion. 51 to Mike. 51.
On the run, it's Mixon. He juked him. Points the tackle. He's got room to run. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Ready to get this next drive started. The New York offense at the line. Off the play fake. Reynolds. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And complete to Zach Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looking to go back to Thomas again. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Reynolds going for it all. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Butt there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Don't get nervous. Switch. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the Niners' 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Blue Dan. Back.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, here's Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Come on, come on. Sit. Watch the sit.
Shoot.
On first down, Reynolds. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Zipper. Hey, Echo.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Reynolds. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
Well, finally, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.